I love Druids. I really love Druids, and I'll tell you why. Because these were amazing people. They spent as much as 20 years learning the craft of just being able to memorize things so that they could even qualify um, for the title of a druid. But they were like, um, they were master storytellers, they were composers of music, they were scientists, they were keepers of knowledge, they included among them, there were different types of specialties of Druidism. They had surgeons and astronomers, road builders, um, you know, everything. They were the judges. They were the advisors to the kings. Sometimes they were the kings, but not often. Uh, and so these people were really, really the glue that held a very loose framework of society together. But until the Romans came along, they actually um, flourished. They flourished for at least 2,000 years before the Romans came along. And unfortunately, a lot of that history is lost to us because um, they did have this religious proscription against writing things down. Now, what happened when they were conquered by the Romans, when the Romans came in, and then it was against the law to be a Druid, many of the Druidic families, they just became Christian scholars instead of Celtic Druidic scholars, right? So instead of memorizing their poetry, they wrote it down. They wrote down many of the things, many of the concepts that were carried from that earlier civilization. They just did it as Christians, and that makes for some pretty interesting because there's many concepts that we today believe are Christian concepts that actually are Celtic concepts that were handed to us from the Druids, who were basically the families went into hiding and became Christian scholars and noblemen, and there you go.